go. Let's bring him right now. Yeah, Johnny Damon.
JD himself, ladies and gentlemen. Look how sexy this guy is.
Beautiful. Show me the forearms. Show me the forearms.
Oh, these things?
Oh, there they are.
How about the hand muscles right there?
There he
He's
is.
got mitts for days, dude.
There he is. Johnny Damon on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Almost 10,000 at-bats. What, 19 years in the big leagues? Should have been in the Hall of Fame. Bullshit, he's not.
There's a lot of guys now in the Hall right now. Papelbon, that's absolutely insane. You know, that guy Roger Clemens who won 7 Cy Youngs, and Barry Bonds. I mean, I know a lot of stories are out there, but these guys never tested positive for anything. And we know how dangerous Gary Sheffield was, correct?
Yep. You know, and Johnny, you know, I talk with Jim Rice about this a lot, man. Like, to me, if I'm in the Hall of Fame, I want the guys that are in that club voting, and strictly those guys voting. I think they tend to lose a little bit of the respect factor with the, you know, non-player votes, but it is what it is.
I know Johnny can't see the game right now, but we got a big spot right here. We got 2 on, 2 out.
He can.
Full count. Oh, you can see? Oh,
Yeah,
that's beautiful. All right. Fenway on their feet for this moment, Johnny Damon. Fenway on their feet.
So, you know, here's another thing. A lot of people don't know. Johnny's a movie star, bro.
I know.
Damn it.
Sweetest ass in the league. We'll be right back with the sweetest ass in the league. Okay, we're back on Unobstructed Views. We are now joined by World Series champion Johnny Damon.
Multiple World
We'll
Series
only
champion.
mention the first.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, sure.
he's got multiple, but, you know, we don't really talk about that around here. Yeah, we were mentioning before the break about how, you know, Johnny's doing us a big favor right now, but he owed me a favor. The Celtics, Johnny, just won the NBA Finals. The last time they attempted to win the NBA Finals a couple of years ago, you found yourself stranded in the city of Boston. And who was there for you, Johnny?
My cousin from Boston.
Yeah.
Boston.
Yeah, dude. So what, like for me though, is like what a lot of people do. Yeah, he played for the Yankees. He's got damn 19 years in the league, right? You're going to eventually play for. But to me, like, he was part of the team that brought the Red Sox culture to the forefront, man. And like when I was coming up in the minor leagues, there goes an out right there. But when I was coming up in the minor leagues, like, that way of the Red Sox and with the 04 team and how they played was like, this is how you're going to play Boston baseball, right? And, you know, I just knew it from right away, man. And these guys, you know, to me, there's no other way to play the brand of baseball. And I'm so thankful that I got to learn how to play baseball with the veterans that were on the team with Johnny, man. That's for sure.
Well, man, I remember the first time you joined us. Oh, that's another out. You guys may only have me for like 30 seconds tonight. That's crazy. No, but Papelbon, I mean, he put a huge impression on us. The very first spring training game, he was a tad bit late because he just was told. And we're sitting on the van, and, you know, he shows up.
Johnny was it. Yes, you were there. I forgot. Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't believe some of the veterans were ragging you that hard. I was like, guys, so what? You know that Metallica song, So What?
Yeah.
We're going to be late going to Fort Lauderdale, and we may not have to take batting practice. We can show up. We can play. This is spring training. We have a lot of games, and we had a couple guys hit in the first inning or whatever inning, and Papelbon was pitching. And
Trot Millar got drilled right away with 100, I think. And then, yeah, like I was like pitching, and I was like, oh God. First of all, like what he's telling me is that like I waited for I was in the minor leagues and made the big leaguers wait. Like, you just don't do that. So I didn't even have a seat. You know, Millar was behind my ear the whole time saying, Tito hates rookies for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But I knew that was their way of accepting me, man.
I was all good with it. Oh, good. We have another 30 seconds or so. But Papelbon was a professional from day one. A couple of our guys got hit. He went in, he took care of business, and we're like, this guy's going to be really good for us. And he showed up, and he was the stud, and that's why he got to spend some great years in the big leagues. And I enjoyed playing with you briefly. I definitely wish I could have been on your team for a little bit, but I had to drive from Birmingham to Baton Rouge recently, and I was like, let me see if Papelbon's around, but we took the wrong route down to Baton Rouge, so we missed you, but I definitely wanted to see you, man.
Yeah, it's all good. I told him, I said, my house is your house, buddy. Anytime you're going to stay, man. But
I'm gonna spend a lot of time in that area soon.
hey, you know,
it's going to be everywhere in Louisiana.
Hey,
so
let me see that again. Let me see that again. A game, baby. That's what JD
man.
brought every day, the A game.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Get you some A game, baby.
Every day.
Yeah, for sure. Polar Beverages is working with us, and we're in Shaw, Stop and Shop, Giant. Bunch of great stores up there, and going to be in a lot more. But you always have to bring your A game, and let's see if he brought his A game there. Yes, he did. So
All right, half an inning more, JD. You got it or no?
Oh yeah, I'm good to
Okay,
go.
I'll be right back with Johnny Damon.
Yeah. I'm in my salon. They're in the bowling alley. We're
Sweet,
good,
man. You got
Kids
anything
are
else you
gonna
want to?
swim soon.
Hey, anything else you want to pump, dude? Pump it, baby.
Okay, welcome back to the Unobstructed Views Red Sox Altcast, and we're joined by Johnny Damon, who has been very gracious with his time. It's a 9-4 ball game, Johnny. Like, how do you stay locked in if you're on the receiving end of kind of like an ass kicking like this?
Well, you would definitely like the leadoff guy to get on base to give you a glimpse of hope, and then like a guy like Bellhorn or Todd Walker coming up behind me, like, okay, let's get another hit, and then the big guys come up afterwards. You're like, okay, we could be in this ball game in no time, and that's what makes
So
Red
station to
Sox
station,
really good.
pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Going station
so
to
it's
station.
like, okay, a little start. We know a 5-run lead is going to be very tough to come back on, especially against a closer like a guy like Papelbon. How many times have guys scored 5 runs on you in an inning? I would probably say one time.
Can't be very many.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember. Closers got to have short-term memory,
It doesn't
but
happen too often.
yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah, so these guys need the guys to get on base. And is this the 9th inning?
This is the bottom of the 8th. Johnny, do you have, what's your recollection of 2003 Red Sox Marlins? Weren't you like 4 for 4 with 4 runs scored in the first inning? It was like a 20-run first inning, whatever it was.
Yeah, well, the first inning I was 3 for 3. Todd Walker probably could have got 3 for 3, but my last at bat, somebody got thrown out at home. So that was the first time since Mr. Stevens back in the 50s with the Red Sox. So it doesn't happen too often. And I see Carl Pravano all the time. He goes, I had you struck out your first at bat that day. I was like, all I remember is 3 hits. So I'm not going to remember anything else. But yeah, I got 3 hits. I believe it was single, double, triple, and needed a home run. And they just wanted to pitch to me. They were pitching around me. I think I ended up going 4 for 6 that night. But
how the hell did you only get 6 at bats?
I really don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, shoot, this has been 21 years ago. I try not to remember too far back. I have 8 kids, so
That's true.
I stay busy with that. So.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, Johnny, I got a question for you, man. Like you're a movie star, man. You're like, like to me, it just seems like, whether it's Dana White or whatever, like this guy he knows everybody.
He's Hollywood.
Yeah.
He's Hollywood.
So like, for me, when you're on when you were on the 04 team, right? There's so many different personalities, right? And I just remember y'all being on the Sports Illustrated, cover. To me, like, how did that group become that group? What was it, Millar? How did that all unfold?
Well, Millar definitely helped out a ton because when I first got to the Red Sox in 2002, these guys really didn't hang out. They felt the curse. Even like we had Carlos Baerga, Ricky Henderson on the team, and our first road trip we went to Baltimore, and I was like, guys, let's go out. You know, I just came from playing with Oakland, and all those kids were 21 years old, and we went out, we played hard on the field. We played even harder off the field. So I went out, and this bouncer in Baltimore goes, which way should I hold this phone, guys?
Whatever works.
Okay? All right, so we go out in Baltimore, and this guy goes, the Red Sox never go out. And I pretty much told him, well, times are going to change. Like, we have a good bunch, but it was so tough that first year because every single day it was like, we got to get morale going sometimes because the curse was there. The curse was real, as we saw it firsthand in 2003. And then when Kevin Millar came to the team, it just made everything so easy. It's like you didn't have to try to pump everybody up all the time. I mean, it's a kids game that we're playing. We should be pumped up all the time, but 162 game schedule, you add in 30 games in spring training, and then you add in the postseason. I mean, we're playing 210 games a year in a short amount of time, so it's very tough to get going. But a guy like Kevin Millar just absolutely helped me out, and a bunch of other guys on the team. You were talking about the rah-rah guy, like the Pedroias. Ours was Trot Nixon. You talk about the guys who, like, man, your story about your 017 was amazing. I caught that. I was like, oh boy, this is really good. But you have a lot of guys who know their role. And when you know your role and whatever it is on your baseball team, in the bullpen especially, you know, some guys just can't close. They can be really good all the time, but once they get put in that closer role, it's very tough. And Pap, you did a very good job at doing that, and still to this day, man, you still bring it, bro.
Well, man, I appreciate it, JD, and you know, I think that what he's saying is that team camaraderie makes a difference, man. But
huge.
And I just want to say thank you, and I know everybody here in Boston, you'll always be admired here in Boston, man, and for what you did for this city, man, and me being able to come up behind you and play with you. Awesome. Thank you for coming on the show tonight.
Hell yeah. It's good to see you.
Absolutely, Pap.
Yeah,
Sometimes
man.
it takes time. Sometimes it takes 20 years to get them back on my side, but Boston fans, I never wanted to leave you. I mean, I loved it there, and unfortunately, this business side of the game just...
No, JD, they love you here, man.
Yeah.
They love you here. We appreciate it.
Cheers to you all. And
go give Michelle a big hug. Go give Michelle a big hug for me. Tell everybody I said hello, man.
All right.
Keep drinking your A game too, buddy.
That's right, baby. All
A
right,
game. I gotta get me some of that.
Peace.
All right, see you.